Hey, it's Robert Naini, your spray foam advisor, and I want to talk about vapor retarders and vapor barriers today. And oftentimes these terminologies are often used interchangeably as if they're the same thing. And while they're very similar to each other, there is a minor difference. Actually, the building code gives us a definition for what vapor retarders are. And it actually says they have a couple different classes of vapor retarders. You have a class 3 vapor retarder, which is less than 10 perms. You have a class 2 vapor retarder, which is less than 1 perm, and you have a class 1 vapor retarder, which is less than 0.1 perm. So the actual terminology from the building code refers to vapor retarders, and this has been a change over the past 10 to 15 years or so, where the code has gone away from talking about vapor barriers and has changed the terminology to vapor retarders and different classes of vapor retarders. Now, when a builder or an architect talks about a vapor barrier, generally they are referring to a class 2 or a class 1 vapor retarder. So they're generally talking about something that is less than 1 perm. So in general terms, as kind of a useful terminology in the field, a vapor barrier is often a material that has a vapor permeance rating of less than 1 perm. And all of these vapor permeance ratings are based on ASTM E96 testing. So that's the ASTM standard that's used to determine the vapor permeance of a building material, and that's how they're categorized in that scale, once again, of a type 3 vapor retarder being less than 10 perms, a type 2 vapor retarder being less than 1 perm, and a type 1 vapor retarder being less than 0.1 perm. So what type of products fit into these categories? Well, in the type 3 vapor retarder range, you're going to find open cell foam that's sprayed to typical install thicknesses. So generally open cell foam is around 15 perm inch to 40 perm inch. And when you install it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches thick, you're generally going to have a product that's less than 10 perms installed in that assembly. And then we move on and we see products like closed cell foam, craft-faced bats. Those products are going to be less than 1 perm. Those products are going to be less than 1 perm and considered class 2 vapor retarders. And then you're dealing with the pretty few materials, a very small group of materials when you start getting down to a type 1 vapor retarder. You're talking about products like metal, sheet metal, polyethylene plastic, visqueen. You start talking about 6 mil, 10 mil, 12 mil poly for different applications. We see 6 mil most often for vapor barrier installation in a wall, in the interior of a wall in the north. And then we might see a 10 mil or 12 mil when we're trying to put a visqueen or trying to put a plastic down over the ground in a crawl space application, because we want something that's really tough and that's really going to stand up to some damage if somebody's walking on it or crawling on it. So that's kind of the guidance, kind of what the code says about the classes of vapor retarders, what they are, and understand that when someone's talking about a vapor barrier, really they're talking about a type 2 vapor retarder or a type 1 vapor retarder in the assembly. And most often it's obviously to control vapor drive and vapor, vapor moving through the system, and ultimately to mitigate moisture and condensation. That's our tip for the day. This is Robert Naini with Spray Foam Advisor. Thanks for checking us out. Catch us on some more videos. I love questions. Anyone out there, feel free to shoot in a question. I'll give you an email address right here for any questions you have. Send them to questions@sprayfoamadvisor.com. sprayfoamadvisorsingular.com. So questions@sprayfoamadvisor.com. Go ahead and send those questions in. I'll get to as many of them as I can, and I'll try to incorporate a select few into some of my weekly videos. And of course, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the blog if you haven't already done that. Find us on YouTube and like us, like and follow us there. And check us out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find us on all of your favorite social media sites, and you can keep up with the words of wisdom coming out of Spray Foam Advisor. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll catch you on some more videos. Take care.